You know, I'd love to play more Pokemon games, but I just can't. The only Pokemon game I've played is Pokemon Legends, and it's a game that I actually really like. It was something that I saw as actual improvement for Pokemon. It definitely has a lot of issues and problems behind it, but I saw it as a step forward for this franchise. And then we got Scarlet and Violet, and I kinda hate this game. I tried so hard to get into it, but it is just a poorly optimized piece of crap of a game. I already knew about the game and its horrendous glitches, but I still got it for Christmas anyways. And this is when I started to become cautious for Pokemon. This wouldn't be a problem if these games had a higher budget, more effort put into them, more time to be put into them, and weren't rushed out every year. Who cares about making a good game when 5-year-olds will buy it anyways? No matter how horrible, poorly optimized it is, and how terrible it is to play. Pokemon sure doesn't care about that, so why should the consumer care how bad the game is? I'd say this problem all started after Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. When Pokemon Sword and Shield was coming around, that's when this franchise started to show its cracks. Pokemon has the Sonic problem behind it, but the complete opposite effect to it. I can tell Sonic is trying to improve itself, and I'd argue Sonic has had a better footing than Pokemon for the last few years. As of now, I have no idea if the next game will step Pokemon in the light again, or will be a complete step back once again. I'm trying to be cautious with Legends ZA, but I have been seeing some people spitting on it. I want to get into the problem that Pokemon suffers from. So, this is the Pokemon problem. Like I've said, I've only played one Pokemon game, but I have heard horror stories about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't see myself ever playing this game. It doesn't seem fun to play, so if it's not fun, what's the point? If Video Game Donkey was able to grind through this game so easily, then I'm not playing it. It just goes to show the issues this game suffers from. I have heard that the DLC expansions are a little better, so I guess that does show some progress being made here. If you do like this game, that's fine, but I see too many issues with it. I guess they tried their hardest to improve with the DLCs, but after all of that, Pokemon Legends was the next mainline Pokemon game, which doesn't make any sense to be honest with you. I think Legends might be one of the best Pokemon games out there, and probably one of my favorites, even knowing I've not played the other ones. I think it has a pretty good battle system, a fun gameplay loop, and it does a few things right as a game. Is it one of the best games ever made? No, but I think it's a good game, and I'd recommend it. It definitely does have its flaws, and sometimes that can carry the game down, but it's still enjoyable. I did see this as improvement for Pokemon. I thought that this series was going to do something great, and then they completely ruined it with a game that took them 3 years to make, and yet somehow it came out terrible. I tried my hardest to get into it, but I just couldn't do it. When I got into my first battle, let me tell you right now, it fucking sucked. This game might have one of the worst battle systems in a video game. It is so boring. Legends doesn't have the best battle system ever, but it's fun and it works. You just sit there and mash a few buttons, and then you win. And of course your Pokemon level up way too fast. I don't think I ever want to play this game ever again, and it doesn't seem like the DLCs are much better. Yay, I get to go on a field trip and nothing happens. And of course, you do have the horrendous bugs and glitches. You can try your hardest to patch the game and make it better, but that doesn't fix a broken and dead horse. This game really soured my taste with this franchise, and it might be one of the worst experiences I've had with a video game, and I've played Garden of Banban. This game right here is the crown jewel of what's wrong with Pokemon. It's a bad, unfinished, buggy game that is not fun to play in the slightest. Maybe it has its moments, and for whatever reason it did review decently well, but I'm sure not gonna play it again, and I don't think you should too. There are games out there that have had less development time than this one, and yet they're better. What is the final verdict here? Pokemon was starting to show some cracks as a franchise, and at some point might have actually been improving, which was completely ruined with the next installment of the franchise, and now here we are with Pokemon Legends ZA, a game that I don't think anybody is excited for. And this game is kind of a sequel to a Pokemon game that I consider good, and yet I'm just gonna sit here and be cautious about it, cause it's Pokemon. But is there anything Pokemon can do to fix itself as a franchise? Well, there's a few things it could do. They need to put more time, effort, and money into these games. Don't follow the crappy yearly release schedule that you're going for. Put time and effort into these and don't rush your developers. And I never thought I'd be saying this, but maybe actually give these games an art style, cause they kinda look ugly. I kinda hate saying that, but I have to be honest. Put some actual detail into the grass. It looks terrible. If you really want to keep putting out Pokemon games, do more spin-offs. We don't always need to have the next generation to come out. People liked Pokemon Snap. Do a sequel to that. Why not do another Pokemon Mystery Dungeons game? I've heard rumors about it getting another one, so so why not? Or you could do another Poké Tournament game. There's probably some random spin-offs out there that you can dust off and do more with. Maybe get more developers to help you out with your games. But that's just what I would do to fix Pokemon and its problem. It's in a very uncertain spot right now, so we'll have to see what happens in the future, if they continue to keep making bad games or trying to improve. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time, and bye.